Welcome back to Radio Uses for You, where we talk about different ways to use radio to communicate your message. Now, as I've said many times before, you can't just walk into a radio studio and say, "I'd like to be on the air." That's liable to get you turned around and marched out of the studio immediately feeling sad, depressed, and broken. I like you, kid. You got a lot of talent. I just don't hear a hit. And I don't want that to happen to you. Your message is important. So, what do? Well, have an idea of what you want to say and the means you want to communicate it. There's a variety of ways of doing it. Today I'd like to show you 4 different ways that I've come up with in using radio to communicate a variety of different messages. I hope you enjoy it, and hope it spurs ideas for you to use radio to communicate your important message. Take a look. Actually, take a listen, because there's more audio and video. To start things off, give a listen to this example, using radio to advertise for a television program.
Tonight on NBC, don't miss this week's Friday Light Nights.
Dad, you don't understand. I just want to study hard and make good grades. I don't want to play football.
I'm not hearing it. You're going to play that football, boy. You're going to play that football. You're going to play that football.
And the coach makes one of the toughest choices of his career.
You don't understand, Coach. My baby's gotta play. He's just gotta.
Twyla, I can't play your baby because he's literally a baby. You're holding him right there.
Friday Light Nights, tonight at 9 p.m., 8 Central, only on NBC.
Next, we turn to the political world. Those claims are not only unconstitutional. You see, radio could be used to capture a live debate. Listen in as we get an example of what that might sound like.
You're joining us live at the Nebraska presidential debate. The candidates have just been asked their stance on some hardline issues regarding foreign trade policy with China. We now join their discussion in progress.
Thank you, Senator Shrub. And may I please ask you once again to refrain from addressing your peers as big guy, shooter, home slice, or boo.
Yes, ma'am, and I do apologize. Again.
Okay, I'd like to direct our last question to Wisconsin Congressman Lon Cheddars. Congressman, will you be buying any toys made in China for your children this year?
Well, that is a complex question there, Loretta.
It's Susan.
Oh, gosh, sorry there. But yes, I'd have to say that the Cheddars will be receiving only the finest toys this Christmas. Our voters might be thinking what exactly makes a fine toy what it is. I propose 3 factors, and I can assure you that as president, I'll make sure that our children have the finest toys we can import. I mean, produce. I mean, consume. I mean, purchase. You just can't underestimate the importance of these issues raised, and I assure you that, again, I am going to be working with my administration to be bringing in the greatest of the toys, wherever they come from. I mean, from made here.
We're going to take another short break while our candidates compose themselves. You're listening to ongoing coverage of the Nebraska presidential debate on KERA.
Not really interested in politics? Well, if you're really brave, you might tackle putting on a live call-in show. With live call-in shows, you never really know what you're going to get. You always have to prepare for the unpreparable. That didn't make any sense. But that's kind of half the fun. Listen in as we listen to this live call-in show, which is based around callers calling in with house repair questions, hosted by a couple of goof-off brothers named Creak and Squeak.
Anyhow, you can imagine my wife's reaction when she realized the furnace wasn't even there in the first place.
Oh my goodness.
But that's neither here nor there. Sorry, Grant. Now, what was your question again?
Well, I just don't know what to do about the leak coming from our kitchen sink. It only leaks when the upstairs toilet has been flushed and if the sprinkler's running. I know it probably sounds ridiculous.
No, doesn't sound ridiculous.
Oh, good. Okay. Because I've been thinking, I just want to...
No, what's ridiculous is when Dum Dum here always forgets to light a match when we were growing up.
No, you didn't.
That's right, That's right. Grant, this guy would stink up the whole house. Mom would start yelling, and then Dad would get home and completely lose it, start giving us his speech. But all you have to do is light a match. The smoky smell will magically absorb all that's... Grant? I think we lost him.
I think you lost him. Well, I talk about matches and toilets. What's the matter with you?
Well, that's about all the time we have today for house calls with Creak and Squeak. Be sure to visit us on the web at creakandsqueak.com and tune in next time and give us a call with your house repair questions. And with any luck, my brother here will remember not to eat Thai food before we go on the air.
And remember, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
For our fourth and final example, we enter the theater of the mind genre. Here it'll be displayed as a kids program, where a host named Hearty Handshake reads a story each week, enthralling kids across the nation. It's going to be good.
We're back with more story time with Hearty Handshake as he continues to read The Pokey Little Puppy.
But the 4 little puppies waited till they thought she was asleep, and then they slipped out and filled up the hole, and when they turned round, there was their mother watching them. "What good little puppies," she said. "Come, have some strawberry shortcake." And this time, when the pokey little puppy got home, he had to squeeze in through a wide place in the fence. And there were his 4 brothers and sisters, licking the last crumbs from their saucer. "Dear me," said his mother, "what a pity you're so pokey. Now the strawberry shortcake is all gone." So Pokey Little Puppy had to go to bed without a single bite of shortcake. He felt very sorry for himself. And the next morning, someone had put up a sign that read, "No desserts ever, unless puppies never dig holes under this fence again." This has been The Pokey Little Puppy, a little golden book. Tune in next time when we read The Little Engine That Could by Mr. Watty Piper. I'm Hearty Handshake, wishing you a farewell and a good day.
That's a good one. Well, I'm glad you've decided to join me today. Hopefully you've learned some new ways to use radio to communicate. Perhaps it's made you think of ways that you'll use that are different from any of these examples. Now, I should say too, radio broadcasting is kind of blowing wide open. With the advent of podcasting and satellite radio, there's more ways than ever to communicate your message in an audio format. Audio. Video. I'm Peter Erickson. Hopefully this video has helped you. Have a good day. Bye. I got something in my eye.